Top 10 things to do in Hanoi right now. Xin Zhao Travel Squad, ready to get your senses overloaded in the best way possible. Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into Hanoi in Vietnam, a city that's equal parts ancient charm, chaotic energy, and enough pho to fuel a small army. Forget dusty museums and overpriced souvenirs. We're about to unleash 10 adventures that'll leave you saying, "Hanoi, you stole my heart, and maybe my sleep schedule, but hey, it's worth it." But before we dive into that, did you know that Hanoi has some mind-blowing and slightly bonkers facts? Did you know that in parts of the world, particularly in Hanoi, dog meat is commonly found in meat shops? It's a prevalent culinary practice, especially in the northern areas of the city. If you're feeling adventurous and keen on trying something unusual, Hanoi might be the city for you. It's not uncommon to encounter dog meat in almost every meat shop, providing a unique and distinctive aspect of the local cuisine. The city celebrates a unique holiday known as Kitchen God's Day, sending carps to the heavens as messengers. It's like FedEx, but for the gods. Hanoi is home to a train street so narrow, residents can touch the passing trains from their windows. Talk about living life on the edge. Did you know Hanoi has a 100-year-old bridge designed by Gustave Eiffel? Yes, the Eiffel Tower guy. Talk about leaving a mark. Ever heard of egg coffee? Only in Hanoi can you sip this unique concoction that's part coffee, part dessert, and totally delicious. 1,000 years of fun. Hanoi's been around since 1010 AD. That's older than your grandpa's favorite pair of socks. Talk about history you can touch, taste, and maybe even smell. Be warned, the durian fruit is unique. Water puppets, wow. For almost 1,000 years, water puppetry has been a popular mode of entertainment deeply rooted in the culture and tradition of Hanoi. Introduced by the Lai dynasty, this ancient puppetry involved shows being held in an actual river, with puppeteers standing in knee-deep water to bring the performances to life. It's a remarkable cultural treasure that adds to the charm of Hanoi's artistic scene. Now let's talk about an intriguing fact regarding Hanoi. Did you know that there is a museum named after Ho Chi Minh, and it houses his preserved body? Interestingly, Ho Chi Minh had expressed his desire to be cremated after his death, but his significant contributions to the country turned him into a legendary figure. The museum not only preserves his body, but also holds a wealth of information about his life and the remarkable work he accomplished for the nation. It stands as a tribute to his legacy and offers visitors a comprehensive insight into the history and achievements of this revered leader. And here's a kicker. Did you know that Hoan Kiem Lake in Hanoi is not just a scenic spot, but also a home to tortoises? This unique fact makes the lake a sacred place for the Vietnamese. However, spotting these fascinating creatures isn't an easy task. The tortoises are often elusive, and you might need some patience to catch a glimpse of them when they surface. The challenge lies in the color of the lake, as the tortoises blend in with the water, making them difficult to distinguish. Despite the camouflage, the presence of these tortoises adds an extra layer of wonder to the mystical aura surrounding Hoan Kiem Lake. Now that we've got your attention with those crazy Hanoi facts, let's get down to business. If you're planning to visit or in the capital city already and wondering what to do, stick around because we got the ultimate Hanoi itinerary line for you. Number 1. Our first stop is something truly special and not every traveler knows about it. Diving into the delightful world of Vietnamese desserts in Hanoi at night. Picture this. Wander around the old quarter and you'll stumble upon small dessert shops like the Chain Gon 93 Cafe. Here, the real desert culture of Hanoi unfolds. Imagine sitting on a tiny stool by the street side, savoring local sweet treats that include a fascinating mix of ingredients like beans, taro, sweet potato, jellies, panda noodles, palm sugar, coconut cream, and crushed ice. Now that might sound like an unusual combination, but trust me, it just works. The experience is not just about the flavors. It's about the atmosphere, the street-side charm, and the uniqueness of Vietnamese desserts that make your night in Hanoi truly enjoyable and memorable. And all this usually comes at a cost ranging from 30,000 to 40,000 dong, a sweet deal for a sweet experience. That is approximately $1.50. Before we move to number 2, if you are enjoying the video, please subscribe to our channel. It means a lot to us. Thank you. Number 2. Next up, let's take a stroll down one of Hanoi's most iconic spots at night, the famous Hanoi train street. Trust me, it's a highlight you won't want to miss. Picture this. A narrow street with train tracks right down the middle, and on either side, cozy cafes and coffee shops creating a charming atmosphere. The magic happens in the evening when several trains make their way through the street, turning it into a unique spectacle. It's not just about the trains, it's about the vibe, the small establishments, and the thrill of being so close to the railway action. So if you're on the lookout for something truly distinctive to do in Hanoi at night, Train Street is the place to be. Number 3. Feeling a craving for some lively entertainment in Hanoi at night? Well, here's the scoop. Head to the Old Quarter, and you might just stumble upon fantastic live street performances. Now, these aren't your regular scheduled shows, it's more of a spontaneous extravaganza. Imagine wandering the charming streets, and suddenly you catch traditional music and dance, maybe some drama or acting. And if you're lucky, a local band belting out their tunes. It's the kind of surprise that adds a dash of excitement to your night out in Hanoi, making every stroll an opportunity to discover a bit of artistic magic. Number 4. Now, if you're a fan of all things coffee and happen to be in Vietnam, you're in for a treat. Here's the lowdown. Vietnam takes its coffee seriously, and the Old Quarter is the place to dive into this caffeinated culture. Picture this. You're gearing up for the evening, and instead of a regular cup of joe, why not go for a Vietnamese coffee adventure? Word of caution though, this coffee means business, so maybe skip it if bedtime is on the horizon. But if you need that perfect caffeine kick to fuel your night out, grab a cup from one of the many charming coffee shops. And here's the hot tip, go for the Vietnamese coconut coffee. It's not your everyday coffee, it's a delightful concoction of strong brew topped with heavenly iced coconut cream. Trust us, it's the kind of caffeine experience that'll leave you wide-eyed and ready for whatever the night has in store. And the best part? It won't break the bank, usually hovering around 50,000 dong, $2. So, coffee enthusiasts, rejoice. Your Vietnamese coffee adventure awaits. Number 5. Feeling a bit adventurous and up for some nighttime fun in Hanoi? Well, you're in luck because the Hanoi night market is where the action's at. Picture this, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening, Pi Hang Dao Street in the Old Quarter transforms into a vibrant haven of excitement. It's not your ordinary market, it's a nocturnal fiesta. Stroll through the market and you'll find a treasure trove of stalls offering everything under the moon. From delicious street food to dazzling jewelry, funky accessories, trendy clothing, captivating artwork, and unique gifts. Now, here's a little insider tip for the savvy shopper in you. Don't shy away from a bit of friendly bartering. It's the secret sauce to snagging some fantastic deals. So if you're in the mood for a night of shopping, snacking, and soaking in the lively atmosphere, the Hanoi Night Market is the place to be. Number 6. Let's take a walk on the wild side of Hanoi's culinary scene, specifically the Hanoi Old Quarter, where you can embark on a daring adventure with none other than Snails. Yes, you heard it right, Snails. Now this isn't your typical snail encounter. It's a delightful rendezvous with bizarre and fascinating street food. Head over to Ok Nang Trang on Dinh Liet Street in the evening, and you're in for a treat. Picture this, snails boiled to perfection, served in their shells, and accompanied by a zesty dipping sauce. Armed with a sharp stick, you pull the snails out of their shells and dive into a unique culinary experience. Brace yourself for the initial slimy encounter, but don't let that deter you. As you continue to indulge, you'll discover the succulent and flavorful essence of snail meat. The cost for this extraordinary snail adventure? A reasonable 60,000 dong, 90,000 dong, $2.50 to $4 per portion. So if you're feeling a bit adventurous and craving a taste of the unusual, why not give Snails a try in the heart of Hanoi? Number 7. Now you can't visit Hanoi at night without treating yourself to a dose of cultural charm. Enter the enchanting world of the Hanoi Water Puppet Show. It's not just a puppet show, it's a traditional masterpiece staged over a magical pool of water. Picture this, Vietnamese artwork, a hint of smoke, captivating lighting, and the soulful tunes of traditional live music all coming together to elevate the performance. The puppets take center stage, acting out tales and stories deeply rooted in Vietnamese folklore. For the ultimate water puppet experience, head to the Phang Long Water Puppet Theater, conveniently located near Hoan Kiem Lake. The show, lasting about an hour, offers performances at 5:20 p.m. and 6:30 p.m., with an extra 8 p.m. show on Fridays and Saturdays. If you're an early bird on Sundays, catch the 4:10 p.m. show. Now, let's talk prices, ranging between 100,000 dong to 200,000 dong, $4 to $8. You can choose your seat and immerse yourself in this cultural gem. Trust me, it's an experience you wouldn't want to miss. Number 8. Ready for a cultural escapade in Hanoi at night? Look no further than the stunning Nok Sun Temple, also known as the Temple of the Jade Mountain. Nestled on a petite island in the heart of Hoan Kiem Lake within the Hanoi Old Quarter, this Buddhist temple is a 19th century architectural gem. What's it dedicated to, you ask? Tran Hung Dao, a national hero who valiantly battled Mongol invasions in Vietnam, and Vang Song, a revered scholar and physician. To enter this oasis, you'll cross the enchanting red wooden bridge known as the Hut Bridge. Now, while Nok Sun Temple may not be sprawling, it's undeniably breathtaking, and we highly recommend setting aside a leisurely 20 to 30 minutes to explore its intricate beauty. Trust me, this cultural rendezvous is well worth the visit. Number 9. Fancy a charming evening saunter? Look no further than Hoan Kiem Lake, nestled right in the heart of the Hanoi Old Quarter. Picture this, a serene lake surrounded by a delightful array of cafes, restaurants, bars, and coffee shops. As you amble along the lake's pathways, local street vendors add a touch of hustle and bustle, peddling everything from gifts and toys to delectable ice cream. And hey, we've already tipped you off about the enchanting Nok Sun Temple, perched on a quaint island within the lake. So why not make it an evening to remember with a leisurely stroll around this picturesque Hanoi gem? Number 10. Well, here's a top-notch suggestion. Treat yourself to a traditional Vietnamese massage. It's not just a massage, it's a cultural experience. Imagine this. You're in a cozy spa in the Old Quarter, ready to be gently kneaded and twisted into relaxation. Vietnamese massages are known for their therapeutic magic, but fair warning, they can be delightfully intense. The best part? It won't burn a hole in your pocket. With numerous spas around, you can stroll in without a reservation and indulge in a massage session right away. Prices typically range from 100,000 dong to 400,000 dong, $4 to $16, depending on factors like duration, style, and the spa of your choice. So why not let the soothing hands of a Vietnamese masseuse whisk you away into a realm of tranquility? As we conclude our exploration of Hanoi, we've delved into some of the city's most captivating and delightful experiences. Yet keep in mind that this is just a glimpse of what Hanoi has to unveil. Whether you're an enthusiast of history, a culinary adventurer, or simply seeking a good time, Hanoi extends its charms to every kind of traveler. Share with us in the comments which places mentioned you've had the chance to explore and suggest other cities you'd like us to cover in the future. We appreciate you joining us on this Hanoi adventure, and make sure to smash that subscribe button for more travel insights and entertaining facts. Here's to your next adventure. Cheers and happy exploring.